Hey guys, what's up? It's Reggie. Oh, oh, yeah. Missed a couple weeks. Sorry. Crazy shit is going on. I'm telling you, people are just fucking crazy. Um, Back on my list of topics, which I've added to. Um, Zombie apocalypse. Until recently, I don't really believe in zombies. I don't believe in mythological creatures. Um, I know some people will be like, oh man, whatever. But you know what? If zombies come, I'm going to get behind the nerds. Because they're going to know how to do it. I'm going to get behind the geeks. And the gamers. That's who I'm standing behind. So, that's my take on the zombie apocalypse. This shit in Miami was some guy getting his face eaten off from a guy like smoking bath salts or whatever, but it's not really a zombie because in order to be a zombie, from what I understand, there has to be some sort of death happening. Death to brain cells doesn't count. Favorite TV show? Y'all can laugh, you can snicker, whatever. My favorite TV show is Glee. I love Glee. It's like reliving high school, but better. I followed it all the way since I caught up on season 1, followed it through season 2 and 3. Yes, I cried at the season finale, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I also like other shows. I like Psych, I like Royal Pains, I like House, I like the older House, really. I like Wizards of Waverly Place. I mean, I have a kid, so I'm allowed. It's not like I don't even know what baby shows are on nowadays. Name. This is the topic I was really looking forward to when I saw what was coming next, because this topic, I actually discovered something since the last time we did this topic. If you pass as a trans guy, and excuse me guys, sorry, I pass as a trans, but if you pass as a trans, I highly recommend going to church. Sorry, I got a text message. People coming over. Anyways, if you pass, go to church. Why, Reggie? Why should I go to church? Well, the reason you should go to church is because at church, they have the visitors introduce themselves. You could introduce yourself, such as I did. I introduced myself as Dawson, because I was thinking about going with Dawson, because everyone told me that Reggie was a black name. So I was going to change it, because of what everyone else thought. Well, I went to church, I introduced myself as Dawson. Not 2 seconds after I stood up and introduced myself, they say, greet those fellow Christians around you, and it doesn't matter if you're Christian or what have you. You get greeted by about 10 different people calling you the name that you just called yourself. So you could go into church and say, hey, my name's Steven, and next week you could say, hey, my name's Dev, and the next week you go in and say, hey, my name's Cameron, whatever. It'll give you the experience of being called by that name, but you don't have to do it over an elongated time. You don't have to wait and see if it'll catch on, or if you go to perfect strangers, you introduce yourself in a public setting, and you let people call you by the name that you introduce yourself as to see how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, then obviously that's not the right name. That's what I did, and I ended up sticking with Reggie. Dawson is my middle, Reggie, Dawson, Arthur, and then my last name, which I'm not sharing on YouTube. But Dawson Arthur is my middle name. Dawson is Daughson, like daughter and son, like the beginning of daughter and the word son, like daughter, son, Dawson. My mom came up with it. She was going to call me her daughter and switch to son at the last minute, and it kind of came out, you're my son. And it kind of stuck. So I figured as tribute to my mother, I would keep it as my middle name. As tribute to my grandfather, Arthur was his middle name. And as tribute, and I'm really not sure of my last name yet because I don't really have ties to my last name as it is. Next topic. Wrong list. Favorite ice cream? Chocolate. Bottom line. I don't care if it's chocolate dipped in chocolate dipped in caramel, chocolate dipped in cherry. Ooh, chocolate dipped in cherry. I want Dairy Queen. Next topic. More than just trans. Everybody and their mother is more than just trans, especially if your mother's trans. It's a matter of how you see yourself. If you only see yourself as a transsexual, then that's all you are. You have to see yourself as a person. You have to see yourself as a spirit. You have to see yourself as, like, whatever you want to be. If you see yourself as it, that's how people are going to see you. If you walk around and all you are is a transsexual, then, I mean, it's kind of like what I said last week with It Gets Better. You have to make it better. You have to make yourself more than trans. Nothing comes easy. Nothing in this life comes easy or free. The quicker we learn that, the better off we'll be. Acceptance. If you don't accept me, fuck you. And that goes for whoever you are, wherever you are, or wherever you're from. If you don't accept me and you don't accept my trans brothers or my trans sisters, you can go to hell. According to your Bible, we'll probably see you there. Role models. I don't really have it. I mean, my mother is my role model. My mother is my role model. My child is my role model. She's so innocent. I mean, the innocence of a child. That's what we should aim for. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a role model. I'm my own role model. I want to be myself. That's what I want to be. Bottom line. Military and trans. I don't like military. I never wanted to be in the military. The only reason I would actually join the military now is because it pays well. But I don't like the military. I can't say I don't believe in the military. I support our troops. I support those that are in the military. I have close friends in the military, but it is just not for me. Trans in the military, it goes for gays in the military. If you want to fight for the country, who gives a fuck who you are, who you love, or what the fuck's in your pants? Give us a gun and let us shoot some Arabs. That might have been a little over the top, but you get the picture. I'm going to get a bunch of hate emails from that one. Oh, wow. Height complex. Time check. We're doing great. Height complex. Do I have a height complex? No. Did I have a height complex? Absolutely. I used to want to be 6 foot tall. I am 5'9". I'm 3 inches short of 6 foot tall. I could get some like insoles to put in my shoe to like boost it up. Maybe not 3 inches, but maybe like 5'11". But I don't feel too short. Where in my experience, like when you're younger and you're growing up, men are tall, women are short. But when you get in the real world, there's some short motherfuckers out there that are guys. So I don't feel bad at all. At all. I'm probably the tallest one on this channel. So I'm an average height for a man. Average height for a man is between 5'8" and 6 foot. So I'm 5'9", so I'm right there. I mean, I'm at the lower end, but I'm there. Spirituality. I don't really call it spirituality. I don't really call it religion. I just call it belief. I'm a firm believer of what you believe shall be. And I don't know if anyone's heard that before, but whether you're Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Satanist, pagan, Wiccan, however, whatever you believe, whatever your goals are in your religion, if you follow your religion and you do right by your religion or by your spirituality, whatever you seek in the afterlife, that's what's there for you. If you believe that when you die you become dead in the ground, then that's what waits for you. But if you believe that there's something more out there, then there can be something more out there. Why can't everybody be right? Why can't we all get what we want? Spirituality to me, I mean, I consider myself very spiritual, but that's just because I'm very in touch with myself. Spirituality isn't about worshiping something higher than yourself. It's really about being in touch with yourself. So, that's what matters in life. Our job to... And I'm catching up. This is the last topic. Our job to tell others about support groups. If they ask. If no one asks for a support group, it's not something that should be shoved in your face. It's a lot like church. If I ask, hey, you know a good church around? Yeah, tell me. Hey, you know a good support group? Tell me. But if I don't ask, don't push one on me. Don't educate me. I know what a support group is. 9 times out of 10, when you go to therapy, your therapist recommends you going to a support group. But they're not for everybody. I find that I would rather have the support of my circle of friends and my family, my close family, rather than going to a support group where I might be able to remember their names the next time I go. I went to a support group twice. This was before I started hormones, and I felt completely awkward talking in front of people. I made some awesome friends, but I felt like I was being judged. So I don't go to support groups. My friends are here for me, my girlfriend's here for me, and I'm a very strong person, so it's not something that I need to grasp onto. Well, guys, that is it. Reggie is done catching up. Reggie is officially on the same page as everybody else. Love you guys. Peace out. And I will see you next week with an all-new topic.